Imagine you walk into an office where there are hundreds of employee records stored in a giant filing cabinet. Looking for just one record will take hours. Databases solve that problem, and SQL is the language we use to talk to those databases. So in this part, I will show you the very first SQL queries you need to know. Okay, we will build a table, add data to it, read it, change it, and even remove that data. And I will further show you how you can delete duplicates from that table. Okay, so let's get started. You should make sure that you have ZAP installed. Okay, make sure that you have ZAP installed or MySQL server. Okay, so let us start that server. So to start that server, you can use the ZAP control panel here. As you can see, you can press this start button, you can press that one, or you can open up your terminal. And here I'm using a command prompt. You can use any terminal, okay, you have, as long as it is a command line. Okay, so here I'm going to press MySQL D, okay, MySQL D, and this one is going to start our server like that. Okay, so after doing that, I'm not going to close this terminal window. I'm just going to minimize it, and I'm going to open a new one. Okay, I'm going to open a new one like that. Bang. So we are now in. Okay, so before we start, let me show you what we are going to look at. Okay, so these are the basic SQL queries that we are going to look at. We are going to look at the insert, select, update, and even the delete. Okay, and even the delete. Okay, those are the ones that we are going to look at. Okay, so here I have some examples that I'm going to be working with. Okay, some examples, you know. So, okay, so they are right here. They are right here. Query.sql. So these are the ones that I'm going to be using. Okay, these are the examples. So this is the query. This is the piece of commands, okay, that we are going to use when we are creating a table that we are going to work with. And here I have some data, okay, that I'm going to be working with. Okay, don't mind about all this data. You are going to see yourself, okay, when we start working with them. Okay, so let me close this one. So let us now start using our database. Okay, so here we are going to first log in. So we are using this command, MySQL, then dash u for user, then the user we want to use is a root. Then you can specify the password, but right now we have no password. Okay, you can press enter. So right now they're asking for password. The password is empty. Okay, so we can just press enter. You can insert it there if you have already set it. So here, as you can see, we are already in, and here they emphasize us to use this semicolon. Okay, semicolon. So commands end with the semicolon. Okay, or \g. Okay, so let us now start working with. So let us first see the databases that we have. Databases. So show databases, then semicolon. As you can see, we have these databases. We have the first BWAP. Okay, but here we are going to create our own database. Okay, so let us create our own database. We use the create a database, and even the database name. Okay, so the database name we are going to have the database name called company like that. Okay, so we end the command like that. Now we have one database. If we want to see our database, we use the show databases. As you can see, we have our company database there. Okay, so now let us take a look at the table. So we need to create a table. So we use the create table commands. Create table, then the table name. Okay, the table name we are going to have instead of using this one, let me just come here and then come in VS Code and I copy everything. So let me explain to you. Okay, you are going to type this one. You can write this one somewhere and then you copy. Okay, or in Notepad. Yeah, you can write this code in Notepad and then you copy into you paste it into where I'm going to show you. So as you can see here, we create a table. Okay, and here we have the table. It is called employees. Then we add this pair of parentheses here, as you can see, pair of parentheses. Then inside here we have different columns. Okay, so the first column is the ID. Okay, the ID, and this one is an integer, and it's Control Z, and it is the primary key. Okay, primary key. I'm going to show you. If you don't know about primary keys, I will release videos, or I'll talk about it later. Okay, later, not in this part. Okay, here I'm just going to explain SQL queries. Okay, so here we have another column, first name, and it is a string. Okay, it is a string. It must be a string for varchar, and it must have a maximum of 50 characters, as you can see. So even here we have position, we have salary, and the department columns. Okay, so this one is the entire record. Okay, so let us create this table. So I'm just going to copy all of this code, copy, and then I come here, and then I paste it there like that. Okay, so after pasting there, you press enter. Okay, after pasting, press enter like that. No database created. Oh, no, we need to first select a database. Okay, so to select a database, we use let us use company like that. After doing that, database changed, we are now in a company. Okay, we are now in company. Now let us come back here, and then we copy. Okay, we copy all this code, then we come here and we paste it there. Okay, after doing that, we press enter. Okay, after doing that, as you can see, query okay. So which means our table has been created. And if we want to see the table, we use the show tables. As you can see, we have one table which is employees. Okay, so after doing that, let us now take a look at the insert query. Okay, how can we insert data? Okay, we can insert data we can insert a single record. Okay, a single record, or we can insert multiple records. Okay, and here in this case, we can insert one employee or multiple or more employees. Okay, more number of or multiple employees. Okay, so for example, here I'm going to come here. Here I have a query. I have a piece of code that I can use to insert multiple employees. Okay, as you can see here, we insert into here. For this one, the insert into, this is a query, so we want to use the insert where we are inserting into the employees table. Okay, the employees table. Then here we need to specify the columns that we want to fill. Okay, and the first one is the ID. The second one is the first name. The third one, position, salary, department, as we have them here. Okay, as we have these rows here. Okay, so from there we need to specify the values. Okay, that are going to be that are going to be stored in these placeholders. Okay, so here in these cells. Okay, so here we specify using the values, then each record is going to be inside the parentheses. Okay, inside these parentheses. Okay, and each value in its respective cell is going to be separated, okay, by a comma, as you can see here. So for the ID, we have one. For the first name, we have Alice Johnson, and for the position, we have manager. Salary, we have $75,000, and here we have the department HR. Okay, so let us just copy all of this code. Let us copy like that. Then we go back in our terminal here, and then we paste it there. Okay, paste it there. After doing that, we press enter. As you can see, query, so one row affected. Okay, which means we have inserted one record. Okay, one row. Okay, one row. So if we try to see our tables, let us show the tables. Let us use the select. Okay, the select, this one, let me show you here. So this one, the select, it is another query. Okay, it is another query that we are going to use in order to view all the records, okay, in our table. So we use select or from where? From want to select from employees. So this asterisk means all. We want all those records. Okay, there. Then we let me exit this one. Then after there we end our commands using a semicolon. So if we press enter, as you can see, we have the ID one, the first name Aris Johnson, the position manager, salary we have this one, and even department we have HR. Okay, so as you can see there. So let us now take a look at how we can insert more employees. Okay, to do that we do this. In order to do that, we just come here. Let me explain this code. We just specify, okay, multiple values. Okay, these ones we just specify multiple values. Okay, this is the first one, as you can see here. Okay, so this is only one record. Okay, it's one record, but here, right here, we have three pairs of parentheses. Okay, so this is the first one. This is the first pair, okay, which is the first record. Then we add a comma, as you can see here, comma. Then another one inside the pair of parentheses here, and then a comma, and we add another one. Okay, we add another one here like this. So after doing that, then let us paste everything in our command line interface. So we go in the terminal. Then we paste everything there. After pasting everything there, we don't forget the semicolon. Then we press enter. As you can see, query okay, 3 rows have been affected, which means we have inserted 3 records. Okay, 3 records. The first one, this is the second one, and even this last one, which is the third one. And if we select all from employees, as you can see, we have now multiple, we have added multiple employees, we have added multiple values. Okay, so let us now take a look at how we can select only specific columns. Okay, to do that, we specify the column name. Okay, the column name. So here, for example, we are using select all from employees. We come here where there is this asterisk, which means all. We delete it. So here it's where we specify the columns that we want. Okay, so the first one, we want the ID like that. Then comma, we want the first name. Then we want the salary. Okay, the position, let us take the position. Then we don't want the department. Okay, we don't want the department. The position will determine the department. We all know that. Okay, so here we also need the salary. Okay, so we are not going to specify for the department because we don't want it. Okay, obviously if you see someone's position, you will get to know the department where that person falls. Okay, so if we press enter, bang, as you can see, we no longer have this department column, but it's there, but we have only selected the ID, first name, position, and salary columns, as you can see there. Okay, as you can see. So that's how we can use the select query and even the insert query. Okay, so let us now take a look at how we can update data. Okay, so for example, here we want to update some data. Okay, this name Cherry Brown is a marketing department, is a designer. Okay, is a designer. Let us level up this person. Okay, as if is the one who is earning like a small amount of money. So let us promote this person. Okay, we are going to promote this person by updating, okay, the position. Okay, let us update this person's position. Okay, so we use the update comma, we use the update SQL query update. Okay, we want to update we want to update from the employees table. From the employees table, we want to set, what do we want to set? We want to set the position to be equals, we specify to be equals, we want this position to be CTO. Okay, CTO. Okay, it's going to be a CTO. Then after there, but remember this one must be a string, so let us put it in a string format like that. Okay, CTO, Chief Technology Officer. So after doing that, where we want to select where, remember we have got this position, we want to change it to CTO, but we need to specify where. Okay, remember this position has multiple rows. Okay, multiple rows. Okay, so we need to specify, okay, where should we change. Okay, where exactly. Okay, where exactly. Take this one as this position as the y-axis, and we need the x-axis. Okay, we need the x-axis. So to get the x-axis, which is like this, we can select where. We can use IDs, we can use even the positions, we can use the first name, we can use the salaries, but we look for something which is unique, okay, in order not to affect, okay, other values which have some duplicates. For example, if we use this one, as you can see, if we use developer, designer, blah blah, so this one we want to change this designer, so let us use this ID, okay, where ID equals, we specify ID equals, ID is a number, so we don't need to put it inside the quotes. Okay, so after doing that, we then press enter. As you can see, one row, as you can see, query. Okay, so if we select all from employees, as you can see now, this Charlie Brown is a CTO, then we are expecting him to earn a lot in the next month. Okay, in the next month. So that's how we can update data, So let us now take a look at how we can delete using this delete query. Okay, this one, the delete, okay, this one. Okay, so let us now take a look at that. Okay, so in order to delete data, what we can do, it is very easy. We can the first operation we can do, we can delete one employee, or we can delete multiple. Okay, so let us see how we can delete one. So we use the delete. Want to delete from where? From the employees table. We need to specify the table, guys, because this database can have multiple tables. So from employees table, okay, from employees table, then we use the where clause. This is a clause, okay, this is a clause. Yeah, we shall take a look at it in future videos, future parts. Okay, so where we need to specify where, then we use the ID. Okay, so as you can see here, we need to delete from employees, where we want to delete a person. So this one, developer, we have 2 developers. Let us reduce, okay, the number of developers we have. So let us delete this Diana, okay, Diana, okay. Sometimes girls tend to be lazy, Let me this both Smith, this person is working, yeah, is working, that's why he's earning a lot. But this person, Bob, is affecting the company because he's earning a lot, which means the company is spending a lot on him. Okay, so let us delete this one. But guys, never fire someone who is earning a lot from the company. Okay, although it will be affecting the company, but that person is somehow, guys, let me delete this one. Oh, okay, let us delete Bob Smith. Okay, so where ID, but now let us not use the ID, let us use the position. Okay, this one is let us use, instead of the position, let us use the name Bob Smith. Okay, where first name equals, then it is a string Bob Smith. Okay, we can even leave these ones. We can even leave out the uppercase, use of the uppercases. We can even ignore them. We can ignore the cases like this. If we do that and we add the semicolon and we press enter, as you can see, query. Okay, and if we select all from employees, as you can see, we no longer have Bob Smith. Okay, so that's how we can delete data. That's how we can delete data. Okay, so if you want to remove duplicates, this is what we can do. This is what you can do. Okay, you can create a table. Let me show you. You can create a table, and even you set it to have the uniqueness. Okay, to be unique. So let us name it unique value tables. Okay, this is going to contain only unique values. Okay, value tables. Then as we're going to select the distinct. We use distinct like that. We use the distinct this one command, distinct command, and we want to get all from the table. Okay, So for example, this one, my table, okay, that is the command that we use. Okay, so for example, here we create a new table. Okay, but this new table we are going to put in, okay, we are going to select these ones, the values from this table. Okay, the values from this table, all of them. Okay, all of them that are unique. Okay, that are unique, that there is no duplicates. Okay, it is going to select those, okay, without including duplicates, without duplicating, okay, without taking the duplicates. Okay, it is going, if there is a name, if there is a record that is duplicated, okay, like 4 times, it is going to get only one, okay, one record, okay, from those 4 duplicates. Okay, so this is how, and it is going to store it. For example, here, let us create another record. Okay, let me elaborate very well. Okay, let us create another one. So for example, here, Alice Johnson. Okay, let us repeat Alice Johnson and I show you something. Okay, so let us come here, Alice Johnson, let us copy this one, copy, then we come here and then we paste. Instead, no, let me just get all of these ones. Okay, let me get all of these ones and I insert them again. Okay, okay, so let me paste all of that one there, and then I write there I close the commands with the semicolon, then I press enter, duplicate entry 3 for key primary. So we have primary, we have a duplicate error. Okay, so this one is going to generate an error because we set the primary. Okay, we set the primary. Okay, so if imagine if this one, if a table didn't have this ID, which is set to primary key. Okay, we could do this. Okay, we could add these ones. Okay, there. Okay, this command would have worked. Okay, it would have worked. All this code, we could have inserted all that data. Okay, but here we set the primary key. Okay, which means this primary key should not have duplicates. Okay, it is primary. Okay, it is considered as a key. Okay, to each record. Okay, so it must be unique. Okay, so that's how we can, that's what we can do. That's what we can do. But don't forget about this command. Don't forget about it. This command that I showed you, that we can create a table and it should have like that. So don't forget about that. Okay, so those are the basic SQL queries we can use.